Mongolia today has spoken with Erdenetuya, Executive Director of the Mongolian National Mining Association, about mining development and trends in Mongolia. What is the current state of mining development in Mongolia compared to the world? As the world population increases, industrialization is developing and technology is progressing. Following that, the variety of special minerals and their use are also increasing. Compared to other countries, Mongolia is not competitive enough. Although in the past 30 years, raw materials exports grew by attracting investment from developed countries, at the international level it is still not adequate. But we're trying to align with the standards and requirements of the countries where the mining sector is highly developed. Although few, there are responsible companies which meet those standards and share good practices. At the same time, internationally competitive engineers and specialists have been prepared in Mongolia. The number of Mongolian engineers and specialists can lead international projects, programs, and investments. What is the cause of insufficient competitiveness of Mongolia? How is competitiveness defined in the mineral sector? The factors such as the legal environment and sustainability define competitiveness. Even though a country may be rich in natural resources and reserves, but if the country does not use them properly, the opportunity to be competitive will be limited. The main features of the mining sector is that in the beginning it requires a huge amount of investment and gives profits in the long run. Therefore, sustainability is essential. To be internationally competitive requires learning from the countries that successfully attract investment. Unfortunately, in the past, we've had a bad experience of losing investors' trust. Such factors cause the weakening of the country's competitiveness. Have we defined the mineral reserves entirely in Mongolia? It is proper to talk about intensifying the exploration and rational use of natural resources. Besides gold, critical minerals need to be explored. The sustainability in the mineral sector is secured when geological exploration is conducted before the mining operations begin. However, the mining licenses are counted more than the exploration licenses in Mongolia. Therefore, we should improve the legal environment and intensify exploration with investments from major companies. We started to talk much of rare earth elements, the critical minerals. How much reserve of this kind do we have in Mongolia? Following social change and achievements in technology, the use of raw materials increases and the types of minerals to mine also changing. Today, critical minerals are used in mobile phone and electrical car manufacturing. Countries are continuously investing in the exploration of critical minerals. Russia and China conducted thorough geological research and defined their mineral reserves entirely. Geological research of the two neighbors confirm that Mongolia does have reserves of critical minerals, for the ore body stretches through territories not limited by borders. Therefore, it is critical for Mongolia to accelerate mineral exploration and define the mineral reserves on its territory. What opportunities do you see in the mining sector of Mongolia? The rapid development and industrialization in China and the increase in its raw materials import have a positive impact on the mining sector of Mongolia. We need to take advantage of the geographical location of Mongolia to supply the raw materials to other countries. Today, Mongolia exports 8 types of minerals, raw and enriched. A few varieties of processed mining products such as copper and gold are exported. Mongolia has broad opportunity to recover the industrial development relying upon the mining sector. The feasibility studies need to be done properly based on real facts. 2 years have passed since the government of Mongolia established the National Industrialization Committee. Also, the government strives to develop a more optimal policy to improve the country's border passing capacity and infrastructure. The Oyutala underground mining operation commenced in 2023. How much has the economic benefit of the project increased? What role does it play in the mining sector of Mongolia? The mining sector of Mongolia has a 100-year history. The transition from socialism into a democratic society in the 1990s has changed a lot. As investment from the third neighbor countries started to pour into Mongolia, environmental, social, and governance issues started to be considered as a complex set of issues. Oyutala is the biggest project launched under the investment made by a development partner country. It is estimated that as the underground mining commences, tax, royalties, and fees from the company would be increased threefold than in previous years. A huge amount of investment was required to commission the underground mine, which was displayed to the outside world as massive foreign investment poured into Mongolia. Therefore, exclusive attention should be paid to foreign investment and sustainable economic growth. What progress are the mining companies making in the introduction of the environment and human-friendly technology? 70% of the territory of Mongolia is used for agriculture, while 10% is occupied by forest. The mining licenses cover 3.8% of the territory, but due to the lack of investment and other factors, only 0.25% are considered tenement areas. Therefore, it is impossible to regard the mining sector as the cause of desertification. Desertification is happening because of overgrazing and lack of pasture management, according to an international study. The most innovative technology and machinery are used in the mining sector, and mining companies in Mongolia are introducing international standards and environment and human-friendly and safe technologies, including water recycling. In 2023, Mongolia exported 60 million tons of coal, which is a record high in its history. How much export is planned for this year? The record high can be repeated if the infrastructure and transport logistics run smoothly, the petrol supply is constant, and also if China's coal demand will not decrease in the coming years. We should boost exports and investment and urgently put other coal mines into economic circulation. Would you please share the achievements of the Mongolian National Mining Association in the past 30 years? The International Mining Investors Forum Discover Mongolia has been successfully organized for the last 20 years. As a result, large companies from the development partner countries have participated in the forum, invested and conducted exploration. We aim to ensure the sector to be responsible and sustainable and advance the stakeholders' cooperation. We're implementing the Future Engineers Initiative over 2 years to prepare specialists for new job aligning with the world trends and in the renewable energy and critical minerals fields. Also, we're going to organize a regional forum to provide insights on investors' protection, their lawful rights, and the rights and responsibilities of the local citizens, government agencies, their collaboration, and long-term sustainability. Mining companies have pledged to plant over 600 million trees to support the 1 billion trees national campaign. How are the association member companies doing with the environmental rehabilitation and developing responsible mining? In the past 30 years, the Mongolian National Mining Association strived to attract foreign investment and introduce and localize innovations and good practices in Mongolia. The companies are allied by responsibility and efficiency. By just meeting benchmark criteria, any company succeeds in being responsible. Being responsible covers human health, safety, environment, rational use of the reserves, preserving nature at the maximum possible level, rehabilitating the land where the mining was conducted, labor relations, and good company governance. There are plenty of cases of technical and biological rehabilitation successfully conducted in the degraded land after the illegal mining. For instance, Oyu company has rehabilitated the degraded area caused by mining in Yalbak in Siling Aymak. A big supply chain has been established in the mining sector. Responsible companies are indirectly creating new jobs by defining the procurement policy and managing it efficiently. A procurement exhibition is going to be displayed during Mining Week to be held in autumn 2024 with support from the UK Embassy in Mongolia. Women started to work in the men-dominant mining sector, and you are one of them. Would you please share the secrets of your success? Since the start of emphasizing the environment, society, and governance in the mining sector, workplaces for women have been broadened. Following the technological development, heavy labor is being phased out, and jobs in the field of information technology, environment, community relations, and law emerged to present opportunities for women. I'm an engineer in the environment and a chemist, worked for the Bora Gold, Oyu, Aspire Mining, and Han Altai projects. I believe the changes in the mining sector have brought progress in the promotion of women employees.